Hey guys, so on this episode of Maymay Made It, I'm going to show you my project keeper, which is kind of new because it's fixing to be 2012 and everybody has a lot of projects coming up, or at least I know we're all, thinking about Christmas is over and what new projects can we do. And so I have got all these ideas on my head, and part of the problem, I'm going to blame it on some internet sites that I frequent, like YouTube and Pinterest and all these places where I'm getting all these good ideas. And Pinterest has really become, I guess, one of my favorite spots to go to because I can pin what I like in a certain board, and I know that's where I'm keeping it. So like if I have my Valentine board or whatever. But the thing is, whenever I'm ready to do the project, sometimes I go to the store and get the products, or I go ahead and start getting the project lined up and haven't done it yet. So it being on my Pinterest is not necessarily doing me any good. I really need it where I can get to it pretty easy. So here's what I've created. This is my three ring binder, and you can see it's just like an inch and a half, I think is what that is. Three ring binder, and I just made a little cover for the front. I just put my logo on it and put Project Keeper. Kind of reminds me when I was in high school and we had trapper keepers. I miss my trapper keeper actually, but anyway, I digress. Okay, so this is what I've made. It is this form here on the inside, and let's see if I can come in a little closer. That went backwards. Okay, and we'll just kind of start at the top. At the top of the page, let's see. Maybe that'll help. Okay, at the top of the page, what I've got is the project title, and this is an example of one. This is what I'm going to do for my little guy's classroom. It's called Valentine Pencils, and then in the next section, I have products needed. Let me bring this over here for you. Okay, so I have products needed, and in this one I'm going to need Hershey's Kisses, yellow cardstock, Necco wafers, silver tape or paper, stamps, or printed sentiment, so I know what I need. I want to have the project completed by this date, and then the special instructions is this is for Joe's class, so I know it's for my little guy. Now I'm going to show you in the next section what I did was I made two boxes. They are side by side, and they just say sketch above them here. And then I've just kind of sketched out what I want to do. Now I found this project on Pinterest, so this is not something that I have, that I came up with on my own. It's just something I really want to do. So I sketched out the idea, put where the products went to, just for me. This is my instructions. And then underneath it, you'll notice that there's a spot that says adjustment notes for next time. This is for once I've made the project, I can come in and say, maybe I don't like this product, or maybe I would change this, or maybe these are the measurements I would do instead. Just places for me to put those additional notes. Now let me back out again and we'll talk about this. So I've kept this in my 3-ring binder, and what I did was I just went ahead and punched holes in blank copies of this. The idea for me is every time I have a project idea, I'm just going to take this, flip the page, put the title and all the stuff I need, and then when I finish it, I can just either store it in a different way or put it in the back or do tab dividers if I want to, whatever. It's new for me. It's not something I've ever done before for this sort of thing. I have in the past done this with some card sketches from Christina Warner, who is at K Warner Designs. She offers a card sketch and a layout sketch page. And so I've done it like that before, and that was real handy with my card sketches. But for this, I'm going to use this for card sketches and everything. Now, I want to talk to you about paper saving because I know that's a lot of people's concerns. The first thing I would suggest is that you print them on front and back. So you can do that. Now, I didn't on this one because I was just making these to show you, but you can print them on front and back. There's nothing wrong with having a project on each side. The other thing you can do is you can print them on scrap paper. If you have some paper that maybe your kids have printed out for projects or essays or college, exam papers or anything like that, that's 8.5 by 11, that's blank on the back side, use those because these are really just scrap papers for you. So you don't have to use plain white paper. It doesn't have to be one sheet for each one, whatever you need to do to conserve paper. The other thing I would suggest is maybe getting some tab dividers as this gets larger and putting, current projects, finished projects, Christmas. You could even do it in holidays, and that way this is what I want to do. And when you pull this out, you can keep up with, this is what I'm, going to be completing. So I have lots of ideas. The best part about this to me is, and we'll just kind of play with it. Let's say that you imagine this as the front of a greeting card. This section right here is the front of a greeting card. And let's say you want to do something for Valentine's Day and you want to just sketch out what you want it to look like. And you know that you have this ribbon that you really like and you want that ribbon to come down this way. So you can just draw that out. And then let's say that you have a heart that you really, really like that you want to cut out maybe on your Cricut, or you have a stamp, or maybe you have a die cut and you want that heart to go in this area. And then maybe you want a sentiment to go here and you know what it says, and maybe it says Happy Valentine's. And maybe it says day, and you want to put that kind of here in this area on a shaped piece. This is not necessarily a card sketch that I would do, but it shows you how you can use it. And you can call this Valentine card. And you can get the products that you need. Black and white polka dot ribbon, whatever it is that you want. And you would fill this little form out and use it for yourself. Like I said, I made these for me. These may not be useful for you guys, but I think I'm a little old school, and I love my computer, and I love having Pinterest, and I love having my favorites and all that. But sometimes I just need good old-fashioned pen and paper. And this is something you can take with you to places. If you're going to be out and about, if you're going to be riding in a car, if you have ideas that pop up every now and then, it's simple. It's just an 8.5 by 11 piece of paper in some sort of binder. Now, to get the form that I made, if you'll go to my website at www.maymaymadeit.com and go to the blog post, which is it's project planning worksheet. And if you'll click into that link, and I'll put a link to all this below in the bar, but if you click on there, you'll see where I have click here for the worksheet. You click on the worksheet. Now this worksheet is on the website called Scribed. So when you click on that link, it's going to take you there. In order to get it, you have to become a member of Scribed, but it's free and it's easy, and you just have to have an email account. And once you do that, you can download it and save it on your computer and use it any way you want to. It's pretty neat. I think you'll like it. Let me know if it's useful for you, and let me know if you have any tweak ideas I could do to it. I hope it works well for you. Check it out on my blog. You'll be able to see it there, and make yourself your own project keeper. Thanks so much. Have a good night. Bye-bye.